Good evening. This is unexpected. So I'm going to give it a second. I made a decision last minute this is the night before the election. So I am decided to come on here and see where everybody's head is about what y'all doing tomorrow. This is not a game. You probably haven't seen me post a whole bunch of stuff. And like I said, I've been uh, doing the family thing. It's so good to see y'all. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, I just wanted to have a real conversation. I'm still fighting with my son over voting, but I feel like I also have a responsibility to come over here and come on here and be really honest about what we got to do and what we're going on. So I appreciate you. So I'm gonna keep it really real. I mean, y'all know I am a lawmaker, right? And so part of it is I'm not gonna say I know all of the game, but I know some of the game, right? And I am here to, I guess, kind of tell you that voting it ain't really optional. It is really a matter of survival. And I'm not being, you know, I don't know what the word is. I'm not trying to blow smoke up you, but I've sat at the Capitol and I've been in rooms with people, and I know that it's a matter of survival. Hold on. I know that it's a matter of survival because some of us are really out here trying to build up communities, and other of us are some other folks are making laws like we in the 60s, and that's not just at the federal level, that is at the state level too. Like, it is real. Like, these people really exist in the Commonwealth of Virginia too. And if I were to be so candid, right, about where what I've lived, my own lived experiences, and like why uh why I even felt the need to come on here is because I have personally had 6 pregnancies. 6. I only have 2 children. I only have 2 children. So I know what it's like to need to have a choice. I know what it's like to need to have care. Um, and not all of those pregnancies were abortions, and some of them were miscarriages. It's just, they're literally, this is the biggest thing on the ballot. I know that for most of us, but there are literally people trying to legislate. As a woman, I hold this, my body, like it's their own rights, and like they own the rights to it. And to me, that's just reminiscent of this time in American history where, there were people who thought they owned people. And I ain't saying like own people like Shaq. Like, Shaq owns the rights. And shout out to Shaq, okay? Like, Shaq owns the rights to Marilyn Monroe, I think Muhammad Ali, and Elvis. We ain't talking about owning the rights that way. No, we're talking about really being able to make decisions. Actually, my choices are my goddamn business. And I don't think that should be up for debate, period. And it reminds me of, I have a good friend, y'all. He is a urologist, and shout out to him, Dr. Sobel. He said, he had to tell a guy, imagine if you had to be responsible for every sperm that you ejaculated. like, imagine that if you had to be responsible for every single sperm that you ejaculated. And I think about what's at stake tomorrow and what that looks like for us, and people finding their why. Like, I'm not trying to tell anybody, any of you, and I'd love to hear y'all comments in the chat of like why you're getting up and doing the thing tomorrow, what is pulling you out to the polls. I went canvassing on Saturday for Vice President Harris. And then I'm probably going to canvass some tomorrow and work some polls because I think it's that important. Oh, Noelle Lee Firm said, I was so honored to be at the polls with you last year. Excited to work the polls 13 hours tomorrow. We are not going back. Like, I know that's right. Like, that's, this is not, this is, it's not even funny. Mom, I'm sorry. I actually work for my own money. I have my own bank account and I got my own vote. And I know that's wild, right? I know that's wild for me to even say to some of these people, if you listen to what's happening, like that's wild as hell to them, that I can say as a woman, I got my own money, I got my own bank account, I got my own vote. It wasn't until the 80s. I can't remember what year. It wasn't until the late 80s that women could actually have their own business, a bank account without a husband. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. We are not that far removed from some of these things, some of the laws, some of the beliefs. It's not that long ago. And unfortunately, what I feel and what I hear and why I have a sense of urgency is that because a woman with independence is scandalous, she's scandalous in a way to people. And so, I need you to trust that there are people in office who want to keep us, want to keep us dependent. When I say my money, when I say my account, when I say my rules, that means I have to do this thing called voting, and I'm hoping that you do too. And I'm actually voting to keep it that way, 1,000%. I wonder, what's driving y'all to the polls. Another thing is my son, right? Like I got a son and a daughter, and I want them to grow up safe. I want them to grow up strong. I want them to grow up proud, and I don't want them to be a statistic. And that's why, I'm making sure that my rights are not up for grabs and theirs not up for grabs, and taking my behind to the poll. Taking it to the poll, checking both. So that's all. I just wanted to tell y'all, like, we got to get to these polls. Yeah. Anyway, protect what's yours, okay? Protect what's yours, because if we don't show up, best believe they will run this show without us. They will run the show without us. And that is a little scary. So this is me coming on tonight, just telling y'all, like, whatever is the reason why you got you whatever your reason why is to get out and vote. Remember, if you find yourself in a situation where someone is trying to deny you your ability to vote, we have same day registration, so you can register the same day that you show up to vote. We also have where if you find that somebody's still giving you a hard time, remember 866-OUR-VOTE, 866-OUR-VOTE. That is a nonpartisan voter protection line for you to make sure you call. What else? Yeah, that's it. That's all. If you're in there, that's right, Noel. If you're in the line at 7 p.m., you can vote. Don't play with them. That's it. And get out there. Let's do what we got to do. Right? I just felt the need to come on and say that real quick, real fast. All right. So I see y'all I see you at the polls. I see you at your door, because I'm going to hit some doors tomorrow. I see you in these streets. Okay? Be well. Good night.